Welcome into another telecast of LMC Varsity Sports alongside cameraman Sean Kelly, Steven Saputo, and Jeff Radal, and LMC Community Sports producer, as always, Mr. Rob Moretti. I'm Charlie McGraw. We're here at Rhinebeck High School. Same matchup we had on the soccer pitch less than a week ago. It'll be Rhinebeck versus Westlake. As Rhinebeck enters off their first win against Woodlands recently. They're 1-5, and Westlake is 0-3. So Westlake has only played half as many contests as the Panthers. But they had a thrilling 5-setter last year. But the teams are a lot different. Rhinebeck's team is almost completely different than last year's. That one is played by Westlake, and it's an error, so that's an ace, and the Panthers lead 1-0. Good dig by Julia Flood. And that shot is long, 1-1. Best 3 out of 5, first to 25 points each set. Second time we're covering Rhinebeck. They lost in 3 sets. The first time we covered them this year. To Mamaroneck, their rival. Once again, the Section 1 bus troubles continue as Westlake was late here today, but not as late as Mamaroneck was last time we did a volleyball game here, as that's an ace for the Wildcats. And that was Gianna Scapelhorn. And it's 3-1 Westlake. But Westlake, so we started about 20 minutes late, about 4:50 first shot. First hit as a start with a serve, so first hit we'll call it. And that one is a kill by Jacqueline Lynch, and it's 3-2. So Lynch gets the kill, and she gets the serve for Coach Allison Reynolds, assisted by Matt Cardona. That's an error on the serve, so Westlake will have it. Each coach gets 2 timeouts if she needs them. Westlake coached by Carmen Bates and Gina Perino. Clementine Garner will serve. She's a returning junior. In the semifinal last year, she played Rhinebeck's top players got injured, so she played just a full set. They lost to Powerhouse Ardsley, as Rhinebeck ties it at 4. Carissa Peccia showing off her catching arm, and as Clementine Gardner couldn't handle it on the throw to her, and now Gardner will serve. That one flops off the net, and then hits Michaela Martin in the head after she hit it into the net. This Westlake team only has 2 seniors, Isabella Light and Gianna Scapelhorn. The rest are juniors and 1 sophomore. That one, oh, it hit the ceiling. Talk a bad bounce. Ooh, she couldn't get out of the way, did Gabriella Nazaruk, the libero. So she was able to play it, and didn't matter. She kept it in, and she hits it again. Actually, excuse me, Patricia Keating, the sophomore, only sophomore on the team, libero, listed as libero defensive specialist. Number 2 in the white jersey. They have the libero in white. So we have the black Rhinebeck, as they're known as the Black Hats in football, are a good serve there, and it goes off the ceiling by Clementine Garner, 7-4 Rhinebeck. So they're down 4-2, and they've rolled off, actually 8-4, rolled off 6 in a row. So Rhinebeck wearing the black jerseys, and the libero has the white jersey on, and the navy and light Carolina blue for Westlake colors. And as you saw them wearing Carolina blue on the soccer pitch last week. Garner pops it up. Played over by Caitlin Rodriguez. And that's a kill by Westlake, right in the crease, in the middle of the court. 8-5 as Westlake gets their first point in after Rhinebeck ran off 6 in a row. Thank you so much for joining us here on either on YouTube, most likely, or on LMC Media. and Larchmont on the Mamaroneck live. We've been live since the pandemic ended, so almost a year, because there was no spring season, the pandemic. In the fall, we were playing soccer, and then we started live, and that's when we are. Community sports producer Rob Moretti loves it because he doesn't have to edit the games after, so it saves a lot of time. And the live's good for our audiences. We were one of the first outlets to go live with high school players, and then other places followed. But we're one of the few that provides an announcer. Local live, they don't have an announcer. A lot of the schools, they just have camera, no announcer, so you get extra here. No charge, of course. And it'll be played over by Westlake. Double hit, but she got away with it. Did Namaga, freshman Peyton Namaga. Good point, best rally of the match so far. And it's 8-7, and it went around the antenna, and Westlake will get it. That one is long, and Westlake gets out of the way wisely. And it's still, now it's 9-8 Westlake, Rhinebeck. Played outside, and that's well long by the senior Scapelhorn. And it's 10-8 Rhinebeck. Serving will be the freshman Hayden Namaga. Her and Alexandra Resniak are the only, and Gabriela Fazolino are the only freshmen on the Rhinebeck roster. They have a JV too, so impressive that they all are on the team. As freshmen. Especially after Rhinebeck made the semifinals of the Section Class C volleyball last year. Punched out by Flood, senior Julia Flood. And it's 10 up. Good serve by the libero, and she gets an ace. Patricia Keating. As the ball hits the table. Good serve by Keating, but called by Peccia. They set it up, and the kill is played by the Panthers. Clementine Gardner pops it over. Played up by Rhinebeck's libero. Daniela Schneider. We saw her start as the libero the last match we did against Mamaroneck, and then Carissa Peccia became the libero. Peccia playing on the floor, the black jersey. And that one can't be handled. A good serve by the libero at the libero, and Coach Allison Reynolds uses a much-needed timeout, and the the Panthers, wrong exotic animal, trail 13-10 to Westlake. After they were trailing early, and then they took a lead, and now Westlake fought back. This has been a first set of streaks and runs. We'll be right back on LMC Media.
Larchmont Mamaroneck, this is your media center. Live mobile production van. In-studio recording. Podcasting. Social media. In your schools. Watching your government. With your neighbors. LMC Media, building community, through media.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, serving for the 6th time in a row after she's given her team a 3-point lead is sophomore Patricia Keating, the only sophomore on Westlake. Both in the same league, just like in soccer, and that's another ace for Keating. 14-10. As Coach Reynolds used their first time out of the match. Panthers were up 10-8. After they went up 8-4 after they trailed 4-1. So like I said, a set of runs so far for both teams, Westlake and Rhinebeck, and that was a team effort to pop that over. And Peccia jumps it and gets it over, and that one will be blocked, and a violation is stepping over the net was Francesca Domino. Ooh, hit the line. And it's an ace for Rhinebeck. DiMartino, excuse me. But that was an ace for Julia Flood, the senior clutch ace, make it 14-12. Speaking of clutch, how about that Giancarlo Stanton? You know, Rob liked those at clutch homer. He's been telling me he's clutch, and I've been saying nah, but he finally, yeah, he's starting to agree with you, Rob. And Rhinebeck makes it 14-13. But we'll see. This is the clutchest week of the season, final season. You're only up a game in the wild card, and only up, what, 3 on the next team? Or no, 2 now, Seattle. And you're, it's got to be, every player's got to be clutch for the Yankees this week. You got to win 4 or 5 or 6 realistically get that first playoff spot. Probably 5. With that cupcake schedule the Red Sox have, playing the Orioles. 14-14 now, Rhinebeck running them off. I think they like, I talk about the Yankees and they run off some points. Oh, see, stop talking about it. Julia Flood had an error on the serve, and it's 15-14, Westlake. Great job by the JV players who are doing the scoreboard and the stats at the table here. Did him last match too. Good get by Patricia Keating, the libero. They nearly ran into each other, and they looked to be okay, and I think they did. It was Caitlin Rodriguez and Schneider, and it caused neither to be able to get it. 16-14. Westlake. Julia Flood gets it, and Peccia puts it over. In no man's land, and it's a kill. Perfect spot for Carissa Peccia. That shows you don't have to hit it hard. If you just finesse it and put it perfect place, you can get the winner, or the kill, as they call it in volleyball. It's both coaches, Carmen Bates and Gina Perino, coaching off for them, and that's an ace by Peccia. Right after she hit the winner, she gets the ace, and it's 16-all. 3-sport star Carissa Peccia, softball, volleyball, and basketball. Another ace for her, 17-16. She's been on varsity on all 3 teams since freshman year, and she's finally a senior. Timeout Westlake, their first time out of the set. 18-16 as they'll try and slow Peccia down after she's reeled off 3 in a row serving. So we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports, 18-16, an exciting first set between Westlake and Rhinebeck on LMC Varsity Sports.
The LMC Media Production Van is a fully equipped mobile production unit. This custom-built van has cutting-edge professional video and telecommunications technology, high-definition cameras, and accommodates a full production crew. Interviews and events can be easily live streamed from remote locations to the LMC cable channels and social media. This mobile unit allows for broadcasting from anywhere in our tri-municipal community and beyond. Sporting events, graduations, concerts, festivals, parades, and more.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, I'm Troy McGraw, and right on cue, an ace for Carissa Petria. Rob and I were talking during the break, community sports producer Rob Moretti, and yes, so Carissa played varsity softball since 8th grade, so she's going to play this year softball and basketball. We're pretty sure she's been on volleyball and basketball since freshman year, so she would technically, that would be 13 varsity letters. That's really impressive. If unofficial, but we're pretty sure that's the right answer. As they get a kill here, and it's 2016 Rhinebeck as the game of runs. Westlake had a couple to go ahead, 16-14, and now Petchy has reeled off 6 in a row on her serve, looking for 7, and Westlake does get it over, 20-16 and 21-16. Petchia nearly an ace. Great play by the libero Keating. Clementine going there with the kill, knocking down Keating, and it's 22-16. And Rhinebeck is 3 points away from a first set. And they will use their second and final timeout. Will coach Carmen Bates and Gina Perino. We'll be right back, LMC Varsity Sports, and we'll see how many serves in a row Carissa Petchia can reel off as they're 3 away from this first set on LMC Media. Once again serving is Carissa Petchia, and that's another ace. She's had about 5 or 6 in the sequence there. She's started, it was 14-16, now it's 23-16, and so this will be her 10th serve in a row, and probably about half of those have been aces. An ace in volleyball is if it's unreturnable. If they're able to get it over the net, it's not an ace. Like that right there, even though it hit the body of Keating, that's an ace, because it went out of bounds and nobody's getting the ball. Are we going to get a new ball? No, the player from Westlake will get it off the bench. That's right, Sean. Don't go and retrieve it. You stay at the camera, because it went right by our cameraman, Sean Kelly. Set point here, 24-16. And Petchia pops it over. And Westlake doesn't want to lose here. And Petchia, what a one-handed play of Varsity Sports Play of the Week nominee, as Petchia hit it one-handed, and she gets it over again, and a great play by Westlake to keep it alive. And they hit into the net. So Carissa Petchia starts it with the serve, then one-hands it over, and then gets it over the top of the net for a kill. And Rhinebeck wins the first set, 25-16, and they're up 1-0. And we'll be right back on LMC Media.
LMC Media helped me in my media journey from the very beginning.
And I was a video production intern with Larchmont Mamaroneck Community Television.
I started volunteering at LMC 10 years ago when I was just 10 years old.
I started out announcing games for the varsity sports part of LMC TV.
I started volunteering with LMC TV around middle school.
I needed a place to start so I could learn and grow not only in front of the camera, but also behind the scenes.
I gained incredibly valuable hands-on experience in live video production.
But working here cemented my love for film and television production, and now it's something that I want to do for the rest of my life.
It gave me those reps, those opportunities to get some games under my belt.
There was something about working with my hands, being part of a team, and getting to meet so many different people over the course of a night that really inspired me to pursue a career in media production.
It mattered to me because I felt like I was contributing to a talented local station while also learning as much as I could about the community that I was serving.
By working on shows like The Local Live and the annual election night coverage from a young age, I was learning about and got to be involved in news going on in the community.
With the knowledge and confidence that they gave me, I now feel that I am well equipped to go out into the world and pursue a career in video journalism.
I wouldn't be where I am today without LMC TV.
As an employee of WNET New York Public Media,
I'm now a graduate student at New York University's News and Documentary Journalism program.
And it's helped lead to my career of announcing games for ESPN+.
LMC and the people here changed my life.
And I don't even know where I would be with my career or my ambitions or my passions if I had not experienced that internship.
And that's why I can't imagine my life without LMC, because they truly have built a community.
The skills I learned at LMC, I forever take with me on all my media assignments. So thank you, LMC.
So I'm very, very thankful.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports alongside cameraman Sean Kelly, Steve Saputo, and Jeff Radow, and LMC Varsity Community Sports producer Rob Moretti. I am Charlie McGraw, as we are here at Rhinebeck High School for our second volleyball game of the season. Second game in a week that faced, last Wednesday we had Westlake Rhinebeck, which Westlake won 3-1. And in boys soccer, and Rhinebeck is now up a set though in this volleyball contest between the battle of the exotic cats, the Panthers from Rhinebeck and the Wildcats from Westlake. 25-16 first set after Carissa Petria reeled off 11 in a row. So after, I guess because Westlake was due to serve, so that's why they're serving even though Rhinebeck ended the first set. Double touch, Westlake up 1-0. After Rhinebeck. Early sub, Julia Flood. Just saying before to cameraman Steve Saputo that didn't see many subs on by either coach. Westlake has the co-coaches, Carmen Bates and Gina Polino, and Coach Allison Reynolds. But we got an early sub in this set after 1 point. Ariana Hammer, the sophomore, comes in. I think there were 1 or 2 subs by each team, if Westlake made any. I know Isabella Light, the other senior, besides Gianna Staplehorn, came into the game for the first time between sets. Light sisters on the team. She's Natalia. Yeah, Natalia Light. That's out. 2-1 Rhinebeck. Carissa Petria serving again after she reeled off 11 in a row. Oh, that was going to go out, but it was played by the libero. And Rhinebeck makes them pay as Jacqueline Lynch knocks it home for a kill. And it's 3-1. That's an ace for Petria. 2 points in a row. Westlake is going to want to win a point off Petria's serve as quick as possible because she's been killing them off the serve with the 11 in a row, and now 2 in a row. They're going to want to put an end to her serve as quickly as possible, and they do, as it hits off Gardner and its head, and it goes out. It goes for a Rhinebeck error, so it'll be a 4-2 lead for the Panthers. And Westlake will serve, a perfect serve and an ace by Westlake's Kylie Kaufman, the junior. 4-3. See if Westlake can answer this set with a victory of their own, first to 25 after they lost the first 25-16. And Petchia keeps it alive, and Gardner pops it over. Play it to Petchia, what a dig. She's having a great game so far. Definitely the team MVP in this game. It's out and it's wide. 5-2. Let it. Ooh, nearly colliding was DiMattino and Scapelhorn. It's just long. Nice matrix move by Carissa Petchia. She's doing it all to get out of the way, and it's 6-3 Rhinebeck. And Lynch will serve for the Panthers. Rare instance last set where the coach used both timeouts. Not only that, but the coaches Carmen Bates and Gina Perino from Westlake didn't use her 2 timeouts until the final, about 12 points. About 4 or 5 points apart, she used both her timeouts. Hits the ceiling, it's in play. Rhinebeck takes it, takes that point, and it's 7-3. Petchia's kill is played by Westlake. Petchia plays it over, and she just does, and it goes off for Westlake, and Petchia is in a zone as she's playing, getting every single point that comes her way. An early timeout by the co-coaches for Westlake, and it's 8-3, buoyed by the play of Carissa Petchia is Rhinebeck, and we'll be right back on LMC Media.
Need technical support for your next meeting or presentation? LMC Media offers full-service meeting management virtually, in real life, or a hybrid of both. Our staff can run your meeting or webinar, set up for in-person audiences to interact, or provide a professional space for you to stream. Contact us for more information at info@lmcmedia.org.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, I'm Sean McGraw, 8-3 lead as Jacqueline Lynch continues serving after the first time out of the second half. So Westlake has used a total of 3 timeouts to get 2 per set if needed. Usually you don't see a coach using both. Oh, the horn goes off in the middle of the point. See, the girls forgot the shut it off the timeout, but they just kept playing. Sometimes they could have played a let because it was distracting, but the 2 teams kept playing. That's very good focus by both teams, and we continue on. So a good point being played through that horn going off. It's going through the net as that ended the point, but it went on the ground anyway, was DiMattino. And it's 9-3 Rhinebeck. Could have played a let there because the horn went off in the middle of the point, but both teams played on and they were unfazed, and Rhinebeck won the point, and this one goes into the net. 10-3. 10-4. Service error puts an end to Reinek's streak there. They won a couple points in a row. I think maybe caused Westlake to use a timeout. It's probably at least 4, maybe 5 or 6 in a row there. Off the serve of Jacqueline Lynch. Peccia puts it over. She has multiple winners on a kills and aces. Points won on her serve as well. Westlake running into each other and lack of communication by this young team, all juniors, except for 2 seniors. So they're both in now, the 2 seniors, Light and Scaplehorn, but Light didn't play the first set. That one goes for Reineke, and it's 13-4. Points are just adding up here for Reineke. That's wide. Good job by Scaplehorn just to let it go. Was almost going to play it, and it's a service error for Garner. And it's 13-5. I think it's 13-5. Yep, 13-5. And that ball goes out under the bleachers, and we got a new one in play. See what effect that will have. Lead for Reineke. And that's an ace. Scaplehorn upset with herself. 15-5. Serving will be Rodriguez. Garner plays it to Peccia and played out by Westlake, and the libero Schneider played it, and it can't be played by Kaufman. And that's a winner by Isabella Light. 16-6. It's good. Looked like it was good, but the ref called it out. Just out by an inch. Westlake's fans can't believe it. Looked like it was just in on the back of the line. As the line is in, the ref called it out. 2 refs, they used to have kids do the flags, but they don't do that anymore. And the refs just call it, and Westlake gets the next point, 17-7. 17-7 lead, and the libero Keating will serve, as she's served well in the first set. But she puts it right into Reinek's best player. And that's Carissa Peccia right now, and she plays it, and Reinek gets the kill. They lead 18-7, and they're 7 points away, and they've only given up 7 points in the second set. Good unorthodox serve by Reinek there. And that was Ariana Hammer, and a much needed timeout for Coach Carmen Bates and Gina Perino. We'll be right back on LMC Media 19-7 and a 1-0 lead for Rhinebeck here on LMC Varsity Sports.
Do you have a great idea for a YouTube video or a short film, but don't know how to make it happen?
LMC Media has what you need.
Our equipment cage is stocked with professional quality cameras, tripods, lighting, sound, cabling, and more. Our 768 square foot studio features a full lighting grid, wraparound green screen, teleprompter, TriCaster, and high definition cameras.
To reserve equipment, contact us at reserve@lmcmedia.org.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, following the timeout. The second one, it's an ace for Ariana Hammer, the sophomore. But before both teams ended the timeouts, Westlake said their word, to end the timeout was a pass, because they wanted, I guess, well, which is good for them because they had trouble with communication and teamwork on their passes. So that was a good thing to say. And Rhinebeck said finish as they're up 19-7 now, 27. It's 19-7 now. So good cheer to end the huddles. And Peccia hits it well out. That would have been some shot once again from Carissa Peccia. Instead, it goes out, and it's 20-8. And it'll be the senior Isabella Light to serve for Westlake. So like I said, Isabella Light and Gina Stapelhorn, the two seniors. Rhinebeck has Jacqueline Lynch, Allison Cooper, who appears to be hurt as she doesn't have a uniform on the sidelines. Devin Shafalo, Daniela Schneider, the libero, Julia Flood, Caitlin Rodriguez, and Carissa Peccia. So Rhinebeck has 7 seniors compared to 2 for Westlake. And they win 3 points in a row. The board accidentally gave it to Rhinebeck, but it's Westlake who has it, and it's 20-10. (21-10). Thought it was 20. Peccia hits it well long, and it's 21-11. Thought it was 20-10, and they keep giving it to Rhinebeck. So 21-11 now. Yeah, the correct score is 20-11. The board says 21-11 though, which could be problematic. But it's a big lead here for Rhinebeck, so we'll see what happens. We know that it's definitely 22. Well, the ref will check with the now. 21-12, first time out of the set. Coach Allison Reynolds, 20-12. We'll be right back on LMC Media. It looks like they'll correct it. And they do, 20-12. So we'll be right back on LMC Media. They must be listening to the telecast while they're doing the scoreboard.
Did you know you can watch LMC Media on your Roku in full high definition? Go to streaming channels and search for ScreenWeave. Install the Cablecast ScreenWeave channel. Look for the green icon. Open the channel, scroll to LMC Media, and press OK. Your device will remember your selection in the future. From within the app, you can watch all 3 of LMC's channels live. Or check out municipal and school board meetings, varsity sports, and more on demand.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, Westlake's coaches cleared up the scoring error with the table and the ref. And they had it at 20-12 correctly, and now that service error puts it at 21-12 Rhinebeck, and they'll go to their best server so far, Carissa Peccia, and she served out the first set with 11 in a row. Only have to do 4 in a row here, but Westlake will try and win this point, and it hits the line. So Westlake gets that close call back, and they hit the line, and it's 21-13, and Peccia is service foiled after 1 point. Westlake wanted to, that's what they had to do, and they were able to do it. So they trail 21-13 now. And that's wide. Clementine Gardner, and getting out of the way precisely was Kylie Kaufman, and she'll serve her second one in a row as the board gives it, as it's 21-14 Rhinebeck. Westlake trying to mount a big comeback. They're down 20-10. And now it's 21-15. So both coaches might need both timeouts here. Well, the last time when Mamaroneck played Rhinebeck, Coach Reynolds didn't use both timeouts in either set, and they lost all 3. So, see if she elects to use another one, maybe to try and kill the rally here. And that one's well wide. Tracking it perfectly was Isabella Light. She was gonna play it, but then she saw it was wide, so it's 21-16. 5 in a row, as it was 21-11 for Westlake. And they trailed 20-10 and then 21-11. Peccia gets there, puts it wide, and it goes right above us, and that ball's not coming back. As it's right above the netting, what is that, the batting cage? Right above the batting cage that they use here in the gym. And they've already lost 1 ball, so they lost 2 balls already as the other one went under the bleachers. Sure they could find that first one. That one's gonna be tough. Should be 21-17. And it is. And a near ace, Clementine Gardner pops it over. Westlake wants to keep it going. And Peccia with the dig. Played up by Westlake and played over the net by the Wildcats. Peccia puts it in the bottom of the net, 21-18. Timeout taken by assistant coach Matt Cardona, and we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. This one got interesting very quickly. 21-18 after Rhinebeck led 21-11 in the second set. And we'll be right back with the end of the set here on LMC Media. Here on LMC Varsity Sports, and they had a play at the last second to the libero Schneider, and they can't get it over, and it's 21-19. So 8 points in a row for Westlake, 2 timeouts in a row, and the Rhinebeck crowd is getting antsy. That one played over. One of our next West players, Julia Flood, who has an injury, and she hasn't played since the first set. That one played over, and a great dig by the senior Light. That is Isabella Light. And a great floater by Clementine Gardner. And it's 22-19 as she ends the 8-point in a row streak by Westlake, as freshman Peyton Namanga will come in for the libero Schneider. Lefty kill is a good one by Life. They set up DiMattino, played over by the freshman Namanga. Actually, that was Hammer. Gardner sets up, and a great dig by Westlake. And that one goes into the bottom of the net, 23-19. Timeout by Westlake? Not yet. Can't take him with you. Only 2%, and you can't take one to have 3 and a third. And that one hits the ceiling, a great dig, but it went fully against the ceiling, so It has to go over the net. It can't hit the ceiling on the way over like that one did by Petya. And a must-win point was won by Westlake as it's 23-20. They didn't want to get them set point number 2. If Rhineck can hold on and win this set, it will be the hole that Westlake dug themselves into that would do them in. Westlake is able to play it over, but it hits the speaker. A great play by White, but she can't get it over one-handed from well beyond the baseline, basically under the basketball hoop. And it's set point number 2. And set point number 1 in this set. They won the first set 25-16. Clementine Gardner's serve is played over by the Wildcats, and it's just long. Set number 2, 25-20 Rhineck. So they lead 2 sets to none, and we'll be right back with the third set in about a minute or 2 here on LMC Media.
My name is Sean. I'm a regular volunteer here.
Hi, I'm Paul. I'm a volunteer. Today is my very first day. I've only been here about an hour.
LMC just provides a lot of opportunities for volunteers.
This was the first opportunity I've ever had to be like in a professional news setting.
I've learned on camera, I learned post-production, I've learned everything that I could possibly learn about the world of TV and production in general.
Everybody is extremely outgoing and very helpful. I think everyone seems to have a good time when they're making the show or behind the scenes, so it's a very friendly, like, positive environment.
Every time I would come in, it would just be a whole new experience. And just all the people were just so nice and inviting.
Everybody who works at LMC, they're just great to be around. It's a great laugh. It's, you know, kind of feels like a family.
I think that Mamaroneck brought a sense of community to me. I really do. I think it made me want to do more for the community because I liked what I saw.
Do you have a great idea for a YouTube video or a short film, but don't know how to make it happen?
LMC Media has what you need.
Our equipment cage is stocked with professional quality cameras, tripods, lighting, sound, cabling, and more. Our 768 square foot studio features a full lighting grid, wraparound green screen, teleprompter, TriCaster, and high definition cameras.
To reserve equipment, contact us at reserve@lmcmedia.org.
back here on LMC Varsity Sports at the newly renovated Rhinebeck Athletic Fieldhouse. Just here on this court, they only look like they shined the floor and redid it, but they have a new modified gym in the fieldhouse, and it's nice and big. I think they might have renovated the locker rooms as well. But at that point on the Carissa Peccia service, she starts the first set for Rhinebeck. She's been great on her serve, won 11 to end the first set, and announcer Jinx goes right in the bottom of the net, and it's 1-1. Peccia pops it up. Westlake looking to extend the match and win this set. So they lost the first 25-16 and then the second 25-20. Rhinebeck looking to end it now and win their second match of the season and go to improved 2-5. Westlake would fall to 0-4 with a loss. Good dig by Caitlin Rodriguez. It's playing the net, as that was another long point. We've had about 10 points with at least 10 shots total or more. That one almost approached the 20 shot total. Peccia popped it up. Garner sets it, and it's an error by Westlake, and it's 2-2. The Westlake JV team starts to file in. They'll play Rhinebeck's JV after this match. That's a service error by Rhinebeck. The key is, will we be able to pack all our equipment up and before the JV match ends? Last time I think it was just starting because there was rain, so we didn't, our LMC community sports producer Rob didn't want to go out in the rain, so we weren't able to. But I digress. It's 2-2. Ref has to discuss something with the JV players at the scorers table. As LMC community sports producer says through the walkie-talkie, it should be 3-2 Westlake. Sounds right. Rob is on top of it. She's putting the score up for the on the graphic that you see. As well, it looks like they're about to solve it, so we'll keep it going. But how about those Manning brothers, huh? Eli inducted, and then last night they had LeBron James as a guest on the show. Like, that has anything to do? I mean, he was a former football star, but in high school, but that they had him on the show. Matthew Stafford, him. Howie Long's son was Chris, as they finally solve it, and it's still 2-2. So Rob thought it was 3-2, and it stays 2-2. It was just the 5th point, or what would have been the 6th, but they keep the score, and it's still 2-2. Peccia's kill is well in. Sean, you stay at the camera, as the bench will get it for Westlake, as athletic trainer Joe Drainoff checks on Julia Flood again. She played the first set. I guess not sure exactly what it was. She was icing her neck or face before the game, so maybe she got hit and was a little, not like concussion symptoms, but just a little, yeah, maybe that's it, because it doesn't look like physically leg or foot, leg or arm, as he's checking with the scoreboard again. So it's got to be hard for the players to get in a rhythm with the score checks here this early as well. and the score checks here. We'll be right back on LMC Media.
Thank you for watching LMC Varsity Sports. We hope to continue this service of streaming our school's varsity sports matches, but we can only do this with your support. Visit lmcmedia.org/donate and make your contribution today and keep this program going.
Back here, a very short commercial. I thought that was the time to call it. They finally realized it's 3-3, which Rob had it at 3-3, 3-2 before. So basically they took Westlake's lead away because it should have been 3-2. They said it was 2-2. Rhinebeck went ahead 3-2. Then they finally said, oh yeah, it is 3-3. So they should have had the lead, but not like anything really would have changed, but you never know. Rhinebeck 4-3 right now, and now they're up 5-3 on another kill by Peccia. Actually, it might have been Caitlin Rodriguez. Yeah, she had the kill, sorry. Gardner, they play her serve, and the libero senior Daniela Schneider puts it up. It's well wide by Natalia Light. She's playing in her first set. Rhinebeck only has, Westlake only has 4 healthy players on the bench, as they have 2 players in street clothes. They have their jerseys on, but their sweatpants on, so they're not healthy. It's Gabrielle Nazaruk and Natalie Gable. And then only 4 players on the bench, which could be hard to play with, but they've only used 2 or 3 subs, so haven't needed all 4. Rhinebeck's used a couple more subs than that, as they have 5 healthy players right now on their bench. Julia Flood also on the bench, but she's out of the game for now. Hasn't played since the first set. Westlake will make a sub. Rare sub for them. Have not made many. Tara Panzar, the junior, will come in, I think, for the first time. That goes in the net on the serve by DiMattino, and she can't believe it. She'll be replaced by the libero Keating, who's been probably Westlake's best player on the court. 8-4 lead for Rhinebeck. Looking to sweep this set. Get out the brooms like Garrett Cole's son. If you haven't seen the video on Twitter, you gotta see it. Garrett Cole's wife, who's also Brandon Crawford's sister, by the way, star shortstop for the Giants. She posted a video of their son. He's probably less than 2 years old, probably 16, 18 months, sweeping with a broom after the Yankees sweep the Red Sox. That was just great content. Very great video. I know Rob saw that, right, Rob? Got to make a gif out of it. 8-5 lead. Peccia puts it in the net. 8-6. Big 2 points for Westlake. Well out, 8-7. Good eye and good call by the small bench from Westlake. Yeah, I think they've only used 2 subs now for Westlake. 2 of the 4 possible subs. Violation by Rhinebeck, so it's 8-8. Game has seen streaks all over the place. The 11-1 by Carissa Peccia, 11 in a row to end the first set. Yeah, they were down 16-14, and Peccia won 11 points in a row off her serve to win the first set, 25-16. Now it was 8-4 Rhinebeck. Now it's 9-8, 5 in a row for Westlake. And serving will be Scaplehorn, as Westlake wants to send this into a fourth match, and a fourth set, excuse me. Pesci can't handle it, and Coach Reynolds, maybe a timeout would be prudent. Instead, they make a sub. Close enough, sub, timeout. Reshtanek, the other freshman, who besides Namanga, will come out. Both freshmen were on the floor at the same time, Namanga and Reshtanek. She's replaced by sophomore Hammer. The other freshman, Fazolino, hasn't played. Carry by the libero, and she knew it. 11-9. So carry by Keating, and she knew it. She went like this, like she was guilty. That's 11-9, and that was 7 points in a row for Westlake. Now, that's, I think, the most they won in a row in the 2 sets that they lost in this set. Rhinebeck won the 11 in a row to end that first set off the serve of Carissa Peccia. So that's the longest streak in a row to end this set. I mean, to end this match. Westlake plays it, and into the net. That is Tara Panza. Recently played. You gotta figure, if you haven't played a lot in this match and you come in, third set, and I mean, they warmed up almost an hour ago. So it's gotta be tough if that serve goes into the net for a player to come off the bench there. And right on cue, Namanga had come off the bench, although she played earlier in the match, but then she put that serve in there. – 12-11 lead. Was 11-all, so that serve went into the net. The lefty kill was a good one by Isabella Light. She sets it. Didn't play the first set much, but she's played a lot and played well. And that goes off the top of the net, and Light's kill. What a dig by Gardner after it was dug up by Schneider, and Westlake plays it over. A good point here. Peccia with the kill, and no one wants to lose this point as it's played over. And the last possible chance on Westlake, and Peccia's kill is dug up by Westlake, and they're still alive. And they play it up again and again. That was Scaplehorn after Kaufman played it. Clementine Gardner plays it over, and about a 20-plus shot rally going here. And Peccia's kill played right back by the libero Keating. Clementine Gardner plays it, and the libero plays it right back. And that one is played over by Westlake. And it's off the fingertips of Hanzar towards the service line. And they'll get a ball in, and that ties it at 12. A big point, because that would have gave Rhinebeck a 13-11 lead instead of it's 12-12. Good kill by Gianna Scaplehorn, and it's 13-12 Westlake. Back and forth we go. DiMattino back in for Sammy Oswald. Peccia with the kill, 13-all. Close contest. Neither coach has used a timeout in this third set. Good serve by Westlake after the good serve by Petria. Clementine Gardner plays it over, and it'll be played by the libero Keating. And it's off of the libero on the other end, Schneider, and it's 14-13. So the seesaw back and forth continues. Jump serve and an ace for Isabella Light. Couldn't be handled by Ariana Hammer. As it's a minute shy of 6 p.m. We started at 4:50. It's about an hour 10 into this match, not including timeouts and time between sets and time that the ref was at the scorer's table, but an hour 10 total. And a kill by Francesca Di Mattino. Ace again, perfect ace right in the middle by Isabella Light. Timeout, Rhineck. 17-13 Westlake. They trail 2-1, but they're 8 points away from sending this to a fourth set here on LMC Media.
Large Mamba Marinette, this is your media center. Live mobile production van. In-studio recording. Podcasting. Social media. In your schools. Watching your government. With your neighbors. LMC Media. Building community through media.
Back here, LMC Varsity Sports. Isabella Light will serve again for Westlake. They trail 2-0, but they're up 17-13 in this third set. Another good serve by Light. This one played, and Petria hits it under the net, 18-13. Goes off the ceiling, and it's 19-13 Wildcats. So the noise has increased in this gym in the last couple minutes. A lot of yelling by both benches and the Westlake JV team. And a couple students for Rhineck in the stands. Played up by Lynch, played over by Rhineck, and they set it up, and it's definitely long on the error by Scapelhorn. This one goes in under the net by Rhineck. Good kill, but it's played by Petria. And that one's long, 19-16. So we played 35 total points in this third set. And it's 16-19 with Jacqueline Lynch making it 16-20 as she puts it in the net. And she'll be replaced. Near ace played up by Rhineck. Petria bumps it over. Played up by Scapelhorn. Westlake plays it over. And it's 2017. Rhinebeck creeps a little closer. It's good. Ace hit the line. Timeout, Westlake, as they see this set slipping away. 2018, Westlake. Timeout, Coach Carmen Bates and Gina Perino, and we'll be right back. Rhinebeck 7 points away from winning this match and their second win of the season here on LMC Varsity Sports.
Did you know you can watch LMC Media on your Apple TV in full high definition? Go to the App Store and search for ScreenWeave. Install the Cablecast ScreenWeave channel. Look for the green icon. Open the channel, scroll to LMC Media, and press OK. Your device will remember your selection in the future. From within the app, you can watch all three of
LMC Media, and for about couple times that's happened, is Rhinebeck able to, is that they didn't use the full timeout. So you get a minute for the timeout, but both teams didn't use it. And that one is played up by Rhinebeck and popped over by Westlake. Crazy sequence there. Gardner with the near winner, and it goes wide. Westlake nearly with the great get, but instead it's 2019. Rhinebeck trailing by 1. Gardner serving, couple in a row now. I think both coaches have only used one of their 2 timeouts in this set. Petchia with the good thing, and it hits the floor right before it's dug up by Keating, and it's 2020. So Westlake was up 20-15, and now it's 20-all. So the game of streaks continues here in this volleyball contest between Rhinebeck and Westlake. Played up by Westlake. And just over the net, and it's popped in the middle. And Rhinebeck takes their first lead in this set in a long time, since it was, I think, 3-2. Actually, it wasn't 3, it was 4-3. Since it was 4-3, I believe. Actually, no, excuse me. It was 14-13. But after that, Westlake had led the rest of the set. Gardner has to put it over, and she does. 21-20 Rhinebeck. Yeah, they were up 14-13. That was 14-14. Then Westlake was up 15-14. Actually, it might have been 15-all, but then they won to make it 20-15, and now Rhinebeck's won to make it there, and that's out. That was out, just wide. Good call. Petchia thinks it was in, but it was wide, and it's 21-all. That was just wide, it looked like it. 21-all. 2-0, Rhinebeck, and Westlake serves it over. Petchia puts it over, and it's a kill, as it couldn't be handled by DiMartino. And Rhinebeck 3 points away from winning this 3-0. And it's a kill by Westlake, and Tara Panzar perfectly placed, 22-22. Both coaches still have 1 timeout left, I believe, if they want in this set. Can't bring them to the next set if we play one. Scapelhorn serve is good. Played up by libero to libero there. And that one kept alive by Rhinebeck. And it can't be dug by Keating. And it's Rhinebeck 2 points away from a 3-0 lead. 3-0 win. Not that many fans are here, but the ones that are loud, and the noise is pretty high. played by off the ceiling, and it's played over. Good job by Westlake as it went off the ceiling, took a bad bounce. Petria plays it. And the lefty gets the kill, and a huge kill for Isabella Light as her lefty was able to get it over, and it's 23-23. If they lost that point, it would be a doubles match point for Rhinebeck. Win by 2 if it goes that high, as it's 23-all, and Westlake will play it, and it's good, it hit the line. Official high calls it, and no argument from Rhinebeck, and it's set point. First set point of the match for Westlake, 24-23. And they need a ball. And that ball is near Rob Moretti. They can't find it. I'm sure he's looking for it, as I'm sure he has dinner plans. They'll have to look for the other one. So we've got 3-3 ball. Thank you, Rob. Rob said they found it, and they did. Were you the one who found it? He did. Wow, Rob. Who said he's just a producer? He also finds the ball. And they found 2. They found the other one too that was over there. They're not going to get this one down before the match is over. They got it. And they play it. Petria plays it, and they play it over as it's set point. And Petria just gets it before it hits the ground. She's got to get it over. Not like she wanted to, but how she wanted to. Off Petria, it hits the ceiling, and somehow it's still alive, and Petria floats it to the net, and we will go to a 4th set. What a comeback. Westlake, they're down 23-21, and they reeled off 4 in a row. Streaky set for both teams. Rhinebeck was down 20-15. They tied it at 20, and it's 25-23, and we'll go to the 4th set with Rhinebeck up 2-1 here on LMC Varsity Sports. About a couple minutes, and we'll be right back on LMC Media.
Do you need space for a meeting, conference, or presentation?
LMC Media has what you need.
Our 768 square foot studio space is ideal for many types of productions, readings, recitals, rehearsals, and workshops. The space has video recording capability, as well as daylight temperature lighting, green screen, and stage. 2 additional rooms at 208 and 156 square feet can be used for any of your needs. Auditions, meetings, classes, workshops, one-on-one instructions, and more. Both rooms feature video monitors with Chromecasting capability, making presentations a breeze.
To reserve one or more of our spaces, contact us at reserve@lmcmedia.org.
My name is Sean. I'm a regular volunteer here.
Hi, I'm Paul. I'm a volunteer. Today is my very first day. I've only been here about an hour.
LMC just provides a lot of opportunities for volunteers.
This was the first opportunity I've ever had to be like in a professional news setting.
I've learned on camera, I learned post-production, I've learned everything that I could possibly learn about the world of TV and production in general.
Everybody is extremely outgoing and very helpful. I think everyone seems to have a good time when they're making the show or behind the scenes, so it's a very friendly, positive environment.
Every time I would come in, it would just be a whole new experience. And just all the people were just so nice and inviting.
Everybody who works at LMC, they're just great to be around. It's a great laugh. It's, kind of feels like a family.
Back here on what is now allowed Rhinebeck High School gym, and where we were playing a fourth set after Westlake had a great run. They were down 23-22, and they won a point. That point at 23-22 that they won could be the point of the match for Westlake after they win that point, because it looked like it was a long point and it looked like they were going to lose it, but then there was a kill by Isabella Light on a tough angle that tied it at 23. Then they won the next two, so they won 3 points to end it, as she won 2 points in a row on her serve, make it 2-0 by Light, and then they won 25-23 on their first set point of the match, as they lost the first set 25-16. Rhinebeck also won the second set 25-20. So if they had lost that point at 23-22, it would have been 2 match points for Rhinebeck. Instead, it was 23-23. They were back to serving, and they won, and now they've won 3 in a row to start this fourth set. This crowd volume has increased dramatically here in set number 4. Light serving again. Surprised she's one of their better players that she didn't play more in the first set. Off the net, and Westlake gets a break, and the point is still alive. We've had some great points in this match, and Petchia hits it well out, and Westlake's up 4-0. Fifth serve in a row to start the fourth set by Isabella Light. As in volleyball, if you win your serve, you keep serving. The person who served the most in a row, and probably the most overall for Rhinebeck, and probably both teams are serving right now after they won that point. Carissa Petchia goes off the net, and you're allowed to play it off the net, and they got it over, but it's wide. Great effort by the Wildcats, and Carly Kaufman and then Francesca Martino, who played it off the net, but Petchia wins her first serve in the fourth set there. Good job, Sean. Protect that camera, as Sean Kelly, not the pitcher, but the cameraman, gets the camera out of the way, and it's 4-3. Good job by Sean over there. 3 in a row for Carissa Petchia on her serve, and it's 4-4. So Westlake was up 4-0. Actually, no, that would be 4 in a row for Carissa Petchia. Yeah, so 4 in a row for Carissa Peccia, 4-4. First 4 in a row was won on the serve of Isabella Light, and then now 5 in a row for Carissa Peccia. Actually, now 4 in a row. Excuse me, because Isabella Light served won 4 in a row on her serve, and then Carissa Peccia, and then on Light's serve they won 1, did Reinach, and now Peccia has won 5 in a row on her serve, and it's 6-4, and a well-used timeout by Coach Carmen Bates and Gina Perino. They struggled with the Peccia serve all day. She's won 5 in a row here and 11 in a row before, and we'll be right back. Timeout first of this early fourth set, 6-4 lead for Reinach.
Large Mamba Merrimack, this is your media center. Live mobile production van. In-studio recording. Podcasting. Social media. In your schools. Watching your government. With your neighbors. LMC Media. Building community through media.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports. And what has turned into a little, it's become a little chilly here in the Reinach gym. Not sure why, but it is a little colder. That shot goes in the net. And 6 points in a row won by Carissa Peccia on the serve, and she'll serve for the 7th time in a row. First server for Reinach in this set after Light won many in a row, 4 in a row. Peccia's answered with 6 in a row off her serve. She puts that kill into the net, and it's a break for Westlake 7-5 lead. Good dig by Schneider, played up by Keating. Westlake has to put it over, and a good dig by Hammer. Garner plays it, Keating plays it. Goes off the ceiling, and directly off the ceiling it goes on Reinach's side, so that's a violation. You can play it on the ceiling on your side, but it can't go off of your side ceiling and then go on the other side. So it's 8-5 Reinach. Ooh, off the net. The net kept it in as it might have went wide. And played nicely by Gina Scapelhorn. That hit the line. 10-5. No, 9-5. Julia Flood, one of the best players at Reinach, still hasn't returned after the first set. She's injured and sitting on the bench. Only player on Reinach not standing. (10-5). So Westlake was up 4-0. Then it was 7-4 after Carissa Peccia won 6 on a row. And then it was 7-5. And now it's 10-6. Game of streaks is volleyball. Peccia, a good set. And a good kill in no man's land by Caitlin Rodriguez. And it's a 11-6. Played up, and Peccia had to push Rodriguez out of the way to make sure she didn't hit it, and it's 12-6. Petchia doing everything. Aces, getting her teammates out of the way so they don't get hit by the ball. Kills, blocks, sets. Westlake keeps it alive. Good job not to go over the net. And Westlake gets the kill in no man's land, 12-7. A lot of points where the ball is just, Rhinebeck can't play it. And that is how Westlake was able to win that third set. First set was 25-16 Rhinebeck. Second set was closer, 25-20. After Westlake tied it at 20 after being down 20-10. Actually, they were down 21-20, didn't they? And then Rhinebeck won 25-20. And Westlake was up 20-15, and then Rhinebeck came back. And Westlake was down 23-22, and then won the third set 25-23. That goes in the net. And 14-7 lead for Rhinebeck. And Westlake only has one timeout left, and they'll save it. And Coach Reynolds has both her timeouts for Rhinebeck, but why use them at this point? That one goes in the net, and looks like they're getting a little tired out there. Natalia Light. Westlake will win that point, 15-8. So they need to go on a streak of their own if they're going to come back and force a fifth and deciding set. Or have a repeat of last year's match between these two teams. (15-9), so that's the first step for the Wildcats. Match looked like it was going to be over about 20 when they're up 23-22 in the third set, and a 3-set to love sweep for Rhinebeck, but then Westlake came back, won that, and that was almost 25 minutes ago, and we play on here in the fourth set. Westlake needs to go on a streak of their own here to tie it up at 15. Petchia puts it in the net, 15-10. This one is far from over. Seen a lot of streaks so far. And Gardner puts it in the net, and Coach Reynolds, you have two timeouts. Might have to use one soon as Westlake's reeled off 3 in a row. A lot of times you think teams are going to they should use a timeout, maybe at the very least, at least will try and put the server, make her think about it for a minute. But either way, they put it in the net, and they had won 3 in a row, Westlake, and now it's Rhinebeck gets it to make it 16-11. Westlake looking to recut it to 4. Petchia puts it wide. Good call by the official. Even though there's an official he just works with the table, I guess, because the official on the far side, he stands in the podium thing. He makes all the line calls, even though it's across and the other official's closer. I think that the official on the ground confers with the table and everything, and also maybe the antenna or something. No, I think the other official calls both. Great play by Clementine Gardner with the winner as it goes off a staple horn, and it's 17-12. Rhinebeck won't let them streak to get it to within 1 or 2. It's been 4 points twice recently, and Rhinebeck's wanted to increase the lead to 5. So let's see if Westlake, no, they put it wide, staple horn. Westlake makes a sub. Did not realize. Did hammer, so she'll have to reserve. And that one's wide, so she put the serve in, and they were making a sub. The refs had blown with that, and she didn't realize, because the ref controls the subs too, the ref at the table. And then of course, she puts it wide. That's like the kicker who makes it, and then he misses it when it actually counts. He makes it, they call timeout, and then he actually misses it. That's similar. I'm sure that's happened to Rob's fantasy football kicker. Oh, tripping over her own feet was Staplehorn. She went for the kill, and she went down with, she tripped. Looked like she tripped over her own feet. Either that or her and Isabella Light. She knocked into her. Goes off the net, and Peccia gets it to Gardner. And Staplehorn had a cleaner shot at it, but it looks like her ankle's a little not as, but it's popped over by her teammate Di Martino, and it's 19-14. 5-point lead once again for Rhinebeck. In the crunch time here, only let it slip to 4. It hasn't gone below 4 as it's 19-14 now. And Peccia handles the serve with ease. Gardner pops it over. Played up to Staplehorn, and she puts it in the net. 20-14 lead, 5 points away from a 3-1 win for Rhinebeck. They make a couple of subs. Good job by Light to get it, and Light's lefty kill is a perfect one, and Peccia is able to get it, and Gardner puts it over. Light, and that one goes well long. Light and Keating have been the MVPs for Westlake. MVP of the match, and for Rhinebeck has been Peccia, and then a collective team effort as it's 21-14. Rhinebeck is 4 points away from a 3-1 win. Timeout, final timeout of the set for Coach Carmen Bates and Gina Perino. We'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports.
LMC Media's YouTube channel is where you can connect to your community. You can easily find your favorite videos in a playlist or keyword search. Videos are added daily relating to your community, weekly updates, talk shows.
Welcome to another community conversation. I'm Michael Witch for LMC Media.
How-tos and municipal meetings. Stay connected through video. Check it out and subscribe.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, the buzzer sounded just as they served it, but they played on as the timeout wound up. And that one was gonna go, that might have went out off of it was very close. Caitlin Rodriguez, Keating played it, and she couldn't, and it goes into the ground. Huge point here for Westlake as they're down 22-14, and you don't want Rhinebeck to get this close to the match win when you only have 14, and they do. They're 2 points away. What a kill by Caitlin Rodriguez. She's played very well. I would say her and Peccia, the two seniors, have been the best. Peccia first and then her. Good kill there, but played well by Rhinebeck. And that one goes well out, and they call it. And good job by Light, and it's 23-15. So Westlake needs to reel off a couple in a row, and Francesca Di Martino will have to do it as she's serving. Volleyball fans, local volleyball will be back tomorrow. Mamaroneck suffered for a 5 o'clock first hit. And that one is out long, 23-16 here on LMC Varsity Sports there. bus arrival permitting, of course. Bus arrival permitting for Suffern against 5 o'clock start at Mamaroneck. You figure with the 5 o'clock start, though, they should be closer to on time. But you never know, especially the way things are going with the buses this year. Last year, a lot of games got postponed because of COVID cases and whatnot, but this year that hasn't been a problem, thank God, as that's a great kill by Rodriguez again. Instead, there's, always one problem, and this year it's been the buses being on time, but it's no big deal. And it's match point, first match point of the match for the Tigers as Peccia asks the crowd to stand up, and most of them do, as it was served by Gardner, and the kill by Light played up, and Light sets it. Westlake's still alive, 24-16. And the libero Schneider, it's fielded by the other libero, and they have to get it over, and Sammy Oswald does. And a good tap over, and a nice kill, and that's a winning kill by Light, and they'll have to win 7 in a row to tie it, as it's 24-17. Actually, that would be 8 in a row. So match point number 2 for Rhinebeck. Coach Reynolds still has 2 timeouts if she wants to use them in this set. And it will be played over, because you never want to end the match on a fault. And that one played over. Service error, fault in tennis, double fault in tennis, service error. And Rodriguez, actually that was Namanga. Oh no! Miscommunication by Westlake. They had it all set up, and Rhinebeck wins their second match of the year. That's set 25-17. So 25-16 Rhinebeck, 25-20 Rhinebeck, 25-23 in the third set for Westlake, and Rhinebeck wins the fourth and final set, 25-17, 3 sets to 1, and Rhinebeck improves to 2-5, and Westlake falls to 0-4. And we'll be back tomorrow on LMC Varsity Sports, LMC Media, with another volleyball contest, Mamaroneck and Suffern. That should be a good match. So thank you so much for watching this one. 3 sets to 1, Rhinebeck over Westlake, 25-16, 25-20, 23-25, and 25-17. A lot of people to thank for today's telecast. The LMC Executive Director is Matt Sullivan. The Community Sports Producer is Mr. Rob Moretti. Our camera crew were Sean Kelly, who did a great job protecting his camera over there, Steve Saputo, former Rhinebeck baseball player, and Jeff Radow on the other camera near Rob Moretti. Once again, I'm Charlie McGraw saying thanks so much for watching, and have a great evening.